Mom, you're breaking for me.
Can you hear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, magnet and electric current. You must have seen a magnet in the shop of steel utensils. This is done to check that the utensils are made up of full steel and do not have iron in them. Magnet is used in our day-to-day life many times. Magnets are used in aluminum doors, fridge doors, and wooden boxes. These are helpful in closing them easily. Magnets are also found in toys and speakers. There is a deep relation between magnets and electric, and magnets are also used in some electronic items. We will learn about magnets and electric current in this. Hello, Ibrahim. Now we see that mm, in our daily lives we come across a lot of objects which have magnets in them, like toys, like a lot of electronic devices, like the lids of the boxes and all, so that things can get packed easily. Okay, so that those devices we are able to use well. Okay, now we will see what is the relation between magnet and electric current further. First of all, magnet. Magnet is one such item that attracts things made up of iron. The other metals that magnets attract are nickel and cobalt. Okay? Means that the things that are made up of iron, magnet sticks on it. Okay? Magnet sticks on it or it attracts it. And also, magnet attracts nickel and cobalt. These all metals that magnets attract. The items that get attracted towards magnets, they are known as what? Magnetic items. These items which get attracted towards magnet, we call them magnetic items. Those which do not get attracted to the magnets are called non-magnetic items. Can you believe both of you? Abraham, can you believe? Emma? There are many mountains in nature having magnetic properties. These are known as natural magnets. Okay? It is
Okay.
said it is said that a place named Magnesia was in eastern Greece country around 2,800 years back. One person was grazing his sheep in the mountain. He had a stick with iron cap on the top. This cap attracted mountain. He took some pieces of rock with him and concluded that they attracted iron. He discovered that if these pieces of freely move, then they stop in one direction. This was known as lodestone, meaning that the mountain telling us the direction. This rock was made up of minerals known as magnetite. Hence, the name we have is magnet. Okay? When person was grazing the sheep in the mountains, he had a stick with an iron cap on the top. This iron cap attracted the mountain. He took some pieces of rock with him. The pieces from the mountain got stuck with the iron trap. Okay, why? Is because the mountain had iron in it. Um, he concluded that the iron that this iron attracts magnet. The magnet attracts iron. Okay. Now he discovered that if the pieces of truly move, if they have truly moved, then they will stop in one direction. And this was called lodestone, meaning the mountain will one direction. This rock was made up of minerals known as magnetite. That is why the magnets are given the name magnet. Okay? Now, we have an activity that you have to get a magnet from a nearby area and or a magnet from an old speaker or toy. Then you can write down various items here, okay, having magnetic properties. You have to write it down here if they have magnetic properties or non-magnetic. Okay, you got an iron something and you put a magnet near it, so it will get stick. That's all. You'll get wood, non-magnetic. You'll get plastic, non-magnetic. You'll get nickel or nail or something, magnetic. Yeah. So this is you can try this activity out. Then comes the shape and size of magnet. Magnets are found in many shapes, like circular magnet, bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, etc. Okay. This is the circular magnet. This is the bar magnet, and this is the horseshoe magnet. Every magnet has two poles, North Pole and South Pole. The magnetic power of magnets is stored on these two poles. North Pole is known as N and South Pole is known as S. Okay. Now, a magnet has two poles, a North Pole and a South Pole. Okay. Here also, North Pole. And in the circular magnet also, it has a North Pole and a South Pole. Okay. Now, we have an activity. Take a bar magnet, put some iron powder in a clean paper, keep the magnet above it. You will find that maximum iron powder sticks on the corners of the magnet, okay, but not on the center, not on the center. If you like take iron powder, okay, iron fillings, and put a magnet over it, okay, most of it will stick to the sides. Why? Because this is where the magnetic power is stored. Okay, on the two poles, on the two sides of the magnet is where its magnetic power is stored. So that is where the iron fillings or iron powder will sit. Abraham and Anna, can you all tell me video? On my YouTube. Let's take a look at the activity. There are two poles of a magnet, dash pole and dash pole. What is it?
North and south.
Yes, north and south. The items that get attracted to magnets are dash items. That is-
Magnetic items.
Yes, magnetic. Okay, third one. Magnet is named by a mineral called,
Magnetite.
yes, magnetite.
Iron and
Iron dash and dash have magnetic properties.
iron, nickel, and
Yes, I know. Cobalt. The magnetic properties are found on its
the magnetic properties are found on its north and south pole.
poles. Yes. Okay. Now, categorize the following items into magnetic and non-magnetic. Wait. Okay, Emma, can you try this out?
Yes, ma'am. One second, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, magnetic will be pin and nail, and non-magnetic are the rest of them. Pencil, rubber, stitch, and stitching and ball.
Yes. Yes, Emma. Putting on plastic bag. Now, now the most important and interesting part about the magnets is the reaction of magnetic force. When we bring two magnets together, it will have two outcomes. One outcome is either they'll stick together. Okay. Other outcome is they'll push each other away. They will push each other away. They will repel. Okay. Now this attraction or repulsion, this attract or repel happens because of the poles. Because of the poles. Okay. Now the same poles. Suppose I have a magnet and here is its south pole, and I have another magnet which is having its south pole here only. When south and south comes, you'll try to bring them together. They'll try to push apart. They won't stick together. But they'll try to push each other, push away from each other, okay, or repel, okay, because they have the same pole. The same pole repel. Okay? Same poles, the same side thing, repel. If it is south-south or if it is north-north, it will repel. In another case, when you're having the opposite poles, when you're having the opposite poles, that is, here suppose I'm having north and here I'm having south. When you bring them close, they attract. Okay? These two attract. They will like join together. They will be joined together. Yes. Okay. So same poles they repel, and the opposite poles that are there they attract. The same poles of the magnets repel each other, and different poles get attracted to each other. When magnet moves independently, it stops in one direction. The pole in the north direction is the North Pole. The north, the pole pointing in the south direction is the South Pole. Now, what happens is that when a magnet is allowed to move independently or allowed to move freely, it will stop in one direction. Okay? Stop in one direction. So, in this compass, in this compass. This is North Pole. This is North. Like this compass needle is the magnet, and in the needle, this is the North Pole, and in the needle only, this red one is the South Pole. Okay. Now, what happens is that it will turn and stop in one direction. So the pole pointing north direction, okay, is North Pole, and the pole that is pointing in south direction is South Pole. Okay. This property we use to make a compass. By compass, we mean having a round eye which um, shows many sides. A magnetic needle is in the center, is always pointing north direction. We know our distance from north-south direction, okay? From north-south direction. Compass is used in aeroplanes, ships, and forest offices to know the correct direction. The correct direction. Okay. Now, then what is the other use of magnets? The other use of magnets is that they are also used to select iron items from garbage dump. Okay? Magnets are used to carry heavy items of iron with the help of crane. So this portion of the crane, this portion has a magnet attached to it so that when it goes down in the car, you stick itself to the magnet which is car is iron, okay? And then it is carried. So in this way, magnets are also used to select items from the garbage or carry heavy items from one place to another. Okay?
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
did you know there are certain types of magnets? These these magnets, like some people carve them into a ball. On the box of these magnets, they will when the person buys them or something, they will say that the person has to be careful because the magnet is so strong that it can crush or break somebody's bones when it
Mhm.
wants to get attracted to something.
Yes, ma'am, there are really gigantic ones.
They're
Exactly.
like neodymium magnets.
Yeah.
Yes, there are magnets which are like very highly magnetic, okay? And it can crush our bones. That is true. That's right. If you have pieces of magnet that comes, you can write compass dials, okay? Airplane ships and all. You can write selecting items from garbage and carry heavy items. Okay? These can be the uses of magnet. Fill in the blanks. A free hanging magnet always stops in dash direction. A free hanging magnet always stops in dash direction. North or north south direction.
Ma'am, why not south, ma'am?
North south is it's related to the pole, okay, the North Pole, and the like magnet is always stopping at the North Pole, and because when we're like seeing the direction, we actually see it with reference to the North Pole, with reference to the north direction. I will just tell you deeper. I have to check deeper 1 minute. So the reason is that why a magnetic compass points towards the north direction because it aligns itself with the Earth's magnetic field. Okay. Now the compass needle is a magnet and it is attracted to the Earth's magnetic south pole, which is located near the geographical north pole. So opposite magnetic poles attract, causing the compass needle's north Sicilian points towards the Earth's magnetic south. Understood? See, when the needle points towards the north, it is getting attracted towards the Earth's south pole, towards the Earth's south pole. Okay. Now the Earth's south pole, our Earth's south pole, is located in the um, north direction. Okay. Our Earth's south pole is located in the north direction. So that is why our needle is pointing towards the north direction. It is like getting the north pole of the needle is getting attracted towards the south pole and the magnetic field of the earth. Understood? Same poles dash and different poles of magnet dash.
Ma'am, same poles, wait, I forgot.
Poles repel.
Repel and the different poles of magnets attract.
Different poles. That's dash is the name of magnets to tell correct direction.
Compass.
Compass. Compass is using dash, and dash to know the correct direction.
Ships, planes, and cars.
Ships, planes, and forest offices.
Mama, I have a
Also during
question.
hiking, right, ma'am? Like when people go out hiking, they carry compasses.
Hiking. Yes, you can write down.
Ma'am,
Hiking also.
Mama,
Yes,
compass works on what you call on magnets, right? But
yes.
in a phone, when I install an app or in some phones, it's already there. When you search, you can bring a compass up on your phone. Then how does that work?
You can bring the compass up in your phone, um, like an app, because our phones are also having magnets. Hmm. Because our phones are also having magnets. Maybe that is what the compass app uses to tell us the direction. Like the phones, the north pole of the magnet of the phone is aligned with the Earth's south pole, which is in the north direction. Maybe it tries to tell us the direction, the magnet that is there in the phone. I've never really tried the compass of the phone, okay, and check it out if like that is authentic or not. If the directions given by a compass that is an app in our mobile, is it like authentic or not? Can you give me two uses of magnet, both of you?
So, ma'am, basically, it uses a device. It uses a magnetometer, an accelerometer, and a gyroscope. So basically, the first one, the magnum, it measures the Earth's magnetic field, and the accelerometer and the gyroscope, they provide the orientation and the tilt information, which allows the phone to calculate how the direction that is relative to the magnetic north.
Can you give me two uses of magnets? What is it?
For long voyages, we use them in electrical appliances every day. Like any electrical appliances that does something moving, it uses a motor that mainly sits on the principles of magnets.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's right. There are not two uses of magnets.
Ma'am, for compasses and for like lifting magnetic objects.
Okay. All right. So it is you finish with
Ma'am,
magnets. Yes, you do have.
ma'am, did you know the Earth's magnetic north, Earth's magnetic north pole and the south pole is not the same. See, and the north pole is not the same.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are all
If you would follow it, you would go somewhere near Canada,
okay.
only using your compass.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Canada was not there, but all right. Somewhere near Canada, it's mhm.
Ma'am, Canada or Alaska?
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So, all right. You guys are having your science test this, I think Thursday or Friday. Okay. Thursday. Tomorrow, we are having science test. Yes. On different types of materials. Chapter 2,
Ma'am,
types of
it's tomorrow,
materials.
right? A test is
Tomorrow. The test is tomorrow.
Ma'am, one day after I'm out most of the day, but I will like try to send it to you by day after.
Okay. Tomorrow do the science test, but day after you have maths test. So
Yes, ma'am.
submit the maths test to me by Saturday.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
And tomorrow you're keeping the science test.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Tomorrow.
of which chapter?
Types of materials too.
Ma'am, don't you think we need a little more time to prepare?
Abraham, I informed like 1 week prior, like last Saturday I told you 5 days, 6 days prior.
Okay, ma'am.
Prepare it, and Thursday we'll like have the science, and Friday maths test. Okay, break for y'all. A break for y'all, and then we'll start with the math. Let's begin. Hope you all are there. Is
Yes,
Rahman enough? Okay. So, no videos. Okay. Now, we'll take look at some more questions related to the percent profit or the percentage. Okay. Take a look at this question. If X is 20% more than Y, then find what percent less of X is Y. Abraham, are you there? Okay. Now, the question says that X is X is 20 more than Y. Oh, X is 20 more than Y. Okay. So how much is Y less of X? How much is Y less of X? Or what percent is Y less of X? That is what you have to find out. Hello Joshua, good morning.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Okay. So now it's saying that we have to find out how less is Y from X. Okay. How less is Y from X? How less? Okay. How less? X is 20 more than Y. Then Y is how much less from X? Okay. We will assume and do in this question. Okay. We will assume and do in this question. We have X. Okay. In the question that says X is 20 more than Y. Okay. Let's assume that my Y is 100. Y is 100. X is 20 more, 20% more. X is 20% more, which makes it 120, which makes it 120. Okay. Now, understood till now. Joshua Abraham and Anand.
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
So, now, we will calculate we will calculate the how much percent less is y from x. Okay, percentage decrease we are calculating. Okay, how much percent y is less than x. For that, what we will do? For that, what we will do? For that, we have because we are finding how much is y less than x. This is the equation that we will make x minus y divided by x multiplied by 100. Okay, want to write the formula down. Want to write the formula down. Percent decrease, percent decrease equals to percent decrease equals to original value minus new value divided by original. Okay. If you want to do this formula, it's all right. Okay. But the main thing, is that the concept is that the question is saying what percent less of x is y? What percent less of x is y? So that is why we are subtracting y minus x. Okay. Why dividing by x? Is because we are like x is the main value here. Okay, and we are finding this in reference to x. Okay, and into 100 is because we are working with its percentage. Okay, apply the numbers. X is how much? 120. Y is how much? 100. X is how much? 120. Okay. Solve it. Cancel the zeros. Okay. Or cancel the zeros here. Zero, zero. And then cancel it out. Okay. This will not be cancelled. This will not be cancelled directly. You have to first subtract it. Okay, do not cancel up and down here because the above one is in subtraction. The top one is in subtraction. You can cancel the bottom portion. Okay. 120 minus 100, 20 by 12 multiplied by 10. Fifty upon 3. 50 upon 3. Now you can convert 50 upon 3 into a mixed fraction or a percentage. 16 in percentage it will become 16.676.
Okay. Ma'am, can you just explain this once again?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, I'm not understanding.
Oh, okay. Now, first of all, the question says that our x is 20% more than y. Okay. X is 20% more than Y. So why we assume X, sorry, 100? Why we assume 100? It says that X is 20% more than Y. What Y is 100? What will be the 20% of 100? 20. Okay. So X is 20% more. So
So, ma'am, is
um,
it if y is 100 or what?
if Y is 100, yes, we are assuming Y is 100.
So, if because y is 100%, then x will be 20% more.
Yes. So X is 120. Okay. Because Y is 100%, X will be 20% more than Y. So add that 20 to Y, which is 100, it gives us 120. Okay. 120. Then what happens is that find what percent less. Find what percent less of X is Y. Okay. Find what percent less of X is Y. First it says less, so minus. Of X is Y. Okay, so of X. So X first will come X minus Y. Okay, X minus Y. Then we will take the base, that is the original number, okay, or the X, because we are finding it in relation to X. Okay, Abraham, try to understand. We're finding it in relation of X here. So we'll divide it by X. And then because it's percent, okay, it says percent, we will multiply it by 100. Multiply it by 100. Then you put the values, x is 120, y is 100, divided by x, which is also 120, multiplied by. Okay.
Okay, so ma'am, basically you do x multiplied by 100. So basically you're switching the values.
Yes. Basically, we have like finding out how much is y less, what percent is y less than x. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Which was it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is
Ma'am, can you give us a sum like this?
a sum like this. Okay. Let me see if we have a sum like this. Oh, one second. Okay. Here is your question. Here's your question. This is just like this one only, just the opposite happens. Okay? This is the opposite is happening. If A's value is 20% less than B's value, is 20% less B's value, B's value, then what percent B's value, B's value is more than A's value? Okay. Other side.
Ma'am, is the answer 25%?
Yes, Amma, you are getting 25%. Correct. That's correct.
Ma'am, I'm getting 225%.
225. How come, Abraham? Look at the question nicely, Abraham. Okay. Look at the question nicely.
Ma'am, it has to be 80 plus or 80 minus 100.
It is gonna be 100 minus 80.
Ma'am, can you go for a
Yes,
moment?
yes, sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, ma'am, I'm getting 25.
You're getting 25. Okay. Did you understand, Abraham?
Ma'am, little bit.
Little bit.
Ma'am, so basically when A value is 20,
Yes.
so ma'am, we have to find out what percent of B's value is more than A's value.
Yes, Abraham.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you give me another sum?
Another sum. Now I'll give you another sum as homework. Okay. I'll quickly show you the solution. We first assume that these values 100. These value is 100. Okay. Now A's value is 20 less than B. A's value 20% less. So 100 minus 20, which is 80. Okay. Now, the question says that what percent B's value is more than A's value? Okay, what percent B's value is more than A's value? Okay. Now, B's value is more here and A's value is 20% less. So we subtract 20% of B's value from B's value to find A's value. Okay. How? 100 B's value minus A's value, that is 80. Okay. Because A's value is 20% lesser than B upon B, that is 100 into B. Okay. That is how we set up the equation. And we cancel that. We cancel that. Here, A's value will come. Okay. A's value will, because we are comparing it with A's value will come here. Now cancel. Hundred minus 80, 20 okay. So Joshua got it?
Pardon, ma'am?
Did you understand?
Yes.
Write it down. Written?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Take a look at this another question. Take a look at this another question. Ali secured Ali secured 434 marks, 434 marks with 62%. 62%. His friend Ram also secured. Ram secured 350 marks in the same exam. The same. With what percent? I don't know. So this percent you have to find. Same exam both are given. Given. Okay. Ali is also giving the exam in which he secured 434 marks, that is 62%. And Ram is also securing 530 marks, but in the same exam only. But what percent is Ram scoring? What percent is Ram scoring? That we have to find out. Okay, that we have to find out. Think and tell me what can we do?
Ma'am, is there any other information?
No, there is no other.
Ma'am, could we cross multiply?
Can we cross multiply? No, we cannot cross multiply. because we are like finding out the percentage.
Ma'am. 62
Yes,
upon 100 into 434.
62 upon 100 into 434. Um, it is close. Okay, it is close. First, we have to find out the total marks. Okay, the total marks, or what is the um, paper about? Like total marks that the paper is of. Okay, so total marks we will use find using Ali's information. Let the total marks be x. Total marks
Ma'am,
be
ma'am,
yes.
we could divide 434 by 62 and multiply that number that we get by 100.
Okay, try that out, Abraham, and tell me how much you'll get. I am doing 62% of x equals to 434. That's giving me 62 into upon 100 into x equals to 434. Now to find out x, I will take 62 upon 100 that side. X is equals to 434. Now reciprocal will happen because I'm taking it to that side. 100 upon 62. 434 into 100 upon 62.
Ma'am, total marks for the examination was 700.
Yes, Abraham, that is correct. Total marks in the examination was 700. Okay. Yeah, I will calculate Ram's percentage. Okay.
Ma'am,
This is,
50%.
yes, Abraham, that is right. Ram's percentage. How much is going previously divided by total 700 multiplied by. This was a good question and it was tricky but very easy. Okay. What he did is,
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, you basically solved the equation, right?
yes, I solved the equation. How I made the equation? I made the equation by utilizing the given information. That was I had Ali's percent and I had Ali's how much he scored. So using Ali's percent and using Ali's marks, I calculated the total marks, the total marks. Then using the total marks, I calculated Ram's. Understood? Question understood?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Emma, Abraham, both on your videos.
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Oh, shall I clear the screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Can you give us a
Okay,
similar
ma'am.
question like this?
A similar question like this. Okay, let me see and review.
Ma'am,
Yes, Joshua.
is this new question going to be a hard one or easy one?
Is it going to be a hard one or easy one? It is easy, Joshua. Okay? It is easy. Now, Rama obtained 204 marks, 204 marks, and her percent was 34%. 34%. Her friend Sophia obtained, I don't know how many, no, 212 marks, 212. What percent did Sophia obtain? In the same exam, she got 212. But what percent he got that you have to calculate all this. Joshua, this is the same as we did in the previous question. Okay? Same as we did in the previous question. First, we have to calculate the total marks, and then using the total marks, you calculate Sophia's percentage. Find out what 34% of X is 204. Solve that. Did anybody send the chart? I don't know.
Pardon, ma'am?
Did anybody send the chart?
Yeah, I sent to you, ma'am.
You sent me a chart, Joshua?
I'm getting 35.33%.
Correct, Abraham. What is the total that you are getting? Total marks?
Ma'am, I got 600.
600. Correct. Okay. Now, first to find out the total marks, we will set up the equation. 34% of x equals to 20 equals to how much? 204. Then we solve it. 34% means 34 upon 100 into x equals to 20. Now for x, I will take this to the other side, 204 into 100 upon 34. 100 upon 34 cancel.
What?
And then the x's value will be 600. Now, to find out Sophia's marks, Sophia's percentage,
Ma'am,
yes, Joshua.
I have to log out now, ma'am.
Joshua, write this down and then log out. First,
Yes,
see
ma'am.
this.
I'm almost done with that.
Okay. 210, sorry, 212 by 600 into 100. Cancel. Divide 212 by 6, you will get 35.33, which is Sophia's percentage.
Ma'am.
Written, Joshua?
Yes, ma'am. But before I leave, Abraham had said 33.33 or something.
35.33.
Okay. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Okay,
Abraham.
Joshua. Okay. Okay, Abraham. We will do the rest of the questions tomorrow. Okay. We'll try out some more new questions tomorrow. And that's all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Have a good day.